world of YouTube. World of YouTube, true crime, and everything else, and true crime, and more true crime, and everything else, and some other stuff added in with that, with this, to that, to narrow it down to nothing. Here we have a new updated search. Of course, Summer Wells. Where'd the date go? I got 6/28/2021. And this is a sad situation. Because they've already covered 3,000 acres. It is safe to say that this girl literally has been taken, buried, or taken out of state. Sad situation. If they haven't found her in her hometown, then the case is someone has driven off with her in a long, distant run. I still haven't had no contact with the retired sergeant comment, which I'm going to write to that sometime soon to see what they wanted. I don't know what it was for, of course, but when you got a retired sergeant coming up and asking in your email, and I told them it's within my YouTube channel, and they must not be able to find it. I don't know. But I'm going to go through that and see what is going on with that. I mean, other than that, I've been a little busy, of course, as usual. Man, just a lot of stuff going on. I'm spiraling out of control in the head, trying to get things done. Other than that, of course, I like to keep up on things. I went even to look in to see what's going on with the case of the armed robbery suspect, but nothing's come up. But this is very disturbing, of course. 3,000 acres. That means from the time she went missing to now, that's a lot of friggin' acres being covered, and still no sign. So I mean, yeah, the only thing that can be thought and said is this poor girl has been driven off somewhere, or, buried somewhere, or or just, gonna be very interesting to see what comes out next, because, 3,000 acres, man. And, just a mere thought and how fast it happened. And especially being in a small area like it was. And I'm talking about how far, the garden was from, the door, and, the mapping I showed you of the house. It's just insane how someone just, sometimes you think about it. And just sit there and think, right, either this is a perfect kidnapper. My damn phone shut off, I got cut off, and damn it, I have to connect videos together. But as I was saying, what kind of kidnapper, if any, is gonna go while people are home, mind you, family dog, peer into a window to see if there's a girl playing toys in the house? And that's one thing that has struck my mind on this case, saying that she got snatched up. And like I said, the only way that someone could come up with that. But yet, even if a kid, now think about this, just thoughts, theories, ideas, and I know there's a guy out there that says that, the parents are telling the truth, but you got to think of all scenarios. You just cannot think of one thing. And it strikes me odd that if there was a kidnapping, and the only way that kidnapper could have known where that girl lived is by following and stalking. But even if so, you think about it. Put yourself in this person's shoes. To catch a killer, you gotta think like a killer. And if you were the killer, and you just stalked this kid and family and followed them home, because supposedly they were swimming hours before. Now that's a possibility. Following. And then you're sitting there stalking the driveway in the house. I don't know how many people go up and down that live in that neighborhood that would see this person doing this, because it is a dead-end road. Whether or not they found a little parking spot in the woods, got out and waited in the woods. I mean, don't get me wrong, that driveway and yard to that house is pretty big. Someone could be off in the woods running with her. But for the girl to go in the house and then the mother to go in seconds later, as she claims, this kidnapper must have been real good and quiet. Because if you think about it, and he runs down to the door, and the kid could have been anywhere in the house. Anywhere. So how's the kidnapper going to get her if she was on the second floor? Or if she was in the bathroom on the second floor? Or if she was in the bedroom? Whatever, the toy room is probably in the basement. So she wants to play with her toys, unless her room was in the basement. But it's just insane. And for that person to have the time to go up there and, tap on the window and say, hey, probably did the candy little girl thing. Want some candy, and come out the door and, cover her mouth, or use that knockout liquid stuff, if it's not cyanide, but damn it. But to use that knockout liquid so she don't scream. Chloroform. You gotta think of all things that could have happened that time. And if that was one of them. But for the people to all be there and to not hear this, or let alone, like I say, the stone in the driveway, and not hear, footprints crunching, right? It's insane. Where did the grandmother go? And these are the things that I've been thinking of so far. So, if there is someone that snatched her up, then they're long gone. And they're looking in the wrong area. And if there's a vehicle out there, and I think they might have said they seen one, they should be looking for it, not around in the woods. But hey, I'm just an ordinary guy. I'm not the head investigator, and hey, I'm just giving thought, theories, ideas. But all in all, you got to think what that killer would have done, and not think of where the girl ran off to. And that's the strategy that people don't really use in some cases, but something to think about, folks. Until that next video, be safe. Take care, always beware. And if there's someone out there that took this girl, they're still out there, so be careful. Watch your kids out in that area, people. It's not nice, it's getting nasty. Well, who knows what's going down? Who knows? Be safe. Out.